In Exodus 18:18, we see Jethro talking to Moses about how to delegate leadership to others to support the Israelite people. And I'm with Jethro on this. It's neither healthy nor helpful for you to do pastoral care alone. You're going to wear yourself out, and the people looking to you for support will not get the best care. Like many things, this is easier said than done. When looking around at your congregation, you might be wondering who would make a good care ministry team member. In this video, we're going to talk about the 3 types of supporters and who would make a good care ministry volunteer. Hey there, my name is Laura, founder of Hope Made Strong, where we equip you and your ministry team to support and care for others. In Exodus chapter 18, we find Moses talking to his father-in-law Jethro about how he is spending his days as leader of the Israelite people. Moses reported that when people have difficulty, they come to him, and he listens, settles disputes, and teaches or guides people according to the statutes of God. This sounds a lot like pastoral care. When people in your congregation experience difficulty, they come to you for wisdom and advice on how they might settle a dispute, conflict, or trouble that they're facing. You guide people according to the Word of God. You identify what is said about the issue in the Bible, and you teach and encourage people to walk out the path that is laid out in the Word. But I want to highlight what Jethro says about Moses doing this type of work alone. Jethro says, "The thing that you do is not good. Both you and these people with you will surely wear yourselves out, for this thing is too much for you. You are not able to perform it by yourself." Jethro gives wise counsel. You're going to wear yourself and those who come to you out if you try to do it all on your own. So like Jethro says, it's important to train leaders who honor God, speak truth, and are team players. These are the ones who will help you care for those in your congregation. But this is easier said than done. When you look at your congregation, you might be wondering who would be a good candidate for the care ministry team. So let me break it down a bit and share with you 3 types of supporters and how each of them adds a value to the care ministry team. There are 3 categories of caregivers. The first one is professional. These are clinicians who offer treatment. The second one are pastoral, and though they're usually on staff and they offer guidance through the biblical lens. And the third are peers, those with lived experience who offer support. Professional who offer treatment, pastoral who offer biblical counsel, and peers who offer support. All 3 types of caregivers have value and contribute to a care team. The ability to include clinicians on your care team is dependent on your church's resources. Therefore, care teams are usually made up of those in pastoral care and volunteer peer supporters. However, if you're able to leverage your community's resources, having clinicians in-house is not essential to a strong congregational care program. And for a limited time, I'm offering a free guide on building a sustainable care ministry in 3 steps. In this guide, I walk you through the process of leveraging your community resources, and it includes a community resource template to help you with your search. So make sure you download that guide at the link below. When first starting to build a care team, I think it's important to appoint a leader or go-to person over the care ministry team. This aligns with Jethro's advice to Moses about having different membership or leadership responsibilities. But for our purposes, we're going to focus on finding peer volunteers for your team. Finding volunteers is difficult at the best of times, let alone when it involves supporting those who are suffering. Most people don't see their ability to show empathy and mercy as a gift. When you're seeking out people to be on your care team, look for the natural helpers. Those are the people who stick around after service to chat, the ones who seem to have a finger on the pulse of members' personal lives, or who are already part of people-oriented teams like hospitality or prayer. Those who see and act on a need without being asked, those are the kinds of people you want on your team. And diversity on a care team is a strength. Look for those who come from a different background, a history, culture, gender, ages, and have a variety of experiences. Diversity is an asset as long as the person has the maturity to maintain ethical standards and confidentiality. If your care ministry team was made up of those who were 50 years old, happily married, and who were all white, it is not likely that everyone seeking support would identify or feel comfortable talking to them. When we are looking for support or advice, it is human nature to seek out those who we can relate to or who have gone through similar trials. For example, when I was a new mom, I had the privilege of accessing a number of highly capable and knowledgeable professionals. I had a midwife, a public health nurse, an obstetrician, and a family doctor. But who do you think I went to for support? I went to other moms, those who were only weeks, months, or a few short years ahead of me. Now, I'm not saying their advice was better, and perhaps the nurse would have told me the same thing that my friends did, but I instinctively sought out support from my peers. You too can likely think of a time when you sought out the support or advice from those who you could relate to. So having a diverse group of care volunteers will strengthen your care team and create an environment that will encourage people to seek out support rather than suffer in isolation. As you consider who might be a care ministry volunteer, I encourage you to get that guide, 3 Steps to Building a Care Ministry. This guide will be available to download at the link below. And if you found this video helpful and want to be notified when a new video goes live, make sure you push that subscribe button. Thanks and take care.